Here in California, we have a long and storied history of grappling with capital punishment. 700 inmates have been put to death in our great state, with another 600 currently sentenced and awaiting execution. Only 23 of those are women, by the way. In recent years, mounting logistical issues and bureaucratic red tape has caused monumental backlogs and subsequent moratoriums, prompting many to rally for reform. The last execution was conducted in 2006. Having personally been acquainted with victims of murder as well as perpetrators of it, I have witnessed the utter devastation caused by crimes in which capital punishment could be brought. I can therefore definitively attest to the valid argument on both sides of the issue. The killing of the condemned, to some, accomplishes nothing more than to create a necessary expense and satisfy public bloodlust, while others find a genuine merit and redeeming value in its use. I intend to explore the conflicting views regarding death row in California and to further illuminate its progression. Those in favor adamantly hail its effectiveness in addition to the overwhelming support it receives. In fact, a prominent aspect of the death penalty worth noting is its enduring popularity. In 1972, the case of People v. Anderson struck down capital punishment, yet voters overwhelmingly reinstated the statute within several months, as reported by Amnesty.org. They have since twice rejected initiatives to overturn this practice, in 2012 and 2016. A main argument given when advocating the death penalty is that it simply deters the offender, whether it be psychologically or physically. The very prospect is thought to instill either a aversion to crime or apply a complete incapacitation in lieu of it. Some remain convinced prison still allows for the potential to reoffend, and California's average rate of this is around 50%, according to Death Penalty Info Center. In contrast, there are many who do not support this practice. Some say the death of one does not justify the death of another, while others cannot accept the inherent risk of inadvertently killing the innocent. Those who oppose the death penalty often question its morality and practicality. A primary reason pertains to studies showing the death penalty being an unviable method of deterring crime, according to the Seattle Times. Also, many victims' families oppose murder in any form and find the nature of retribution ethically contrary to their beliefs. Another argument, often broached, is the apparent parity with the legal definition of cruel and unusual, thus theoretically making execution unconstitutional. Proponents cite what they deem to be an unacceptable rate of innocent lives impacted. Since 1973, for example, 186 death row inmates have been exonerated of all charges relating to convictions that put them there. So states deathpenalty.org. The sentences are also widely disproportionate among minorities, and California has some of the broadest terms to apply them. Over $4 billion has been spent on the death penalty backlog since 1978. Studies show that executions represent a pyrrhic process, both financially and as a remedy. Only 13 have taken place in California since then. What's more, excessive delays and administrative issues severely hinder the court's timely review of appeals. An official moratorium was henceforth ordered in 2016 by Governor Newsom, though a federal court order had been in place since 2016. The death chamber in San Quentin, California's primary hub for execution, is currently being decommissioned and dismantled. Public polls continue to find majority support for capital punishment, but the ratio is dropping steadily, according to Pew Research Center. It is my hope I have provided clarity on the galvanizing issue and ramifications of capital punishment in California, and to further leave you with a better insight surrounding its controversy. Thank you. Take care.